It's week 4 of the National Football League. And coming up next is the Commanders, reigning league MVP. He was a tour de force a week ago, 6 passing touchdowns. It's the Commanders and the Cowboys. All that and more coming up next on EA Sports.
We are just inside the Beltway, about 10 miles east of the Capitol Dome as we come to you from FedEx Field here in Landover. Today it's week 4, and we've got what should be a great one here, as it'll be the Dallas Cowboys taking on the Washington Commanders. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you talk about this Commanders team coming into play here today.
They've got to be pleased with the start to this season. Obviously, a perfect 3-0.
3 good quality wins, too. It's got people in the locker room.
The Washington offense set to take over. Early on, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game, but I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally, because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated, because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice, but at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. He'll find a man over the middle. It's Pittman. It'll go as a gain of 4, and it's second down. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 33. To throw again. Looking for Dotson, and he's got him. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. From down at the 12, it's first and 10. Back to throw again. And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. Gerald Everett, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Commanders get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon.
An ideal start for them, really. You force the punt, and then you go down and score.
And you've got to see a fist pump on the sideline from the head coach, don't you? Because he's turned into his bench, and he's telling his team, this is how we prepare. Force the punt, go downfield.
Their quarterback leading this offense back out. He connected on all 5 of his throws on that opening drive and finished it with a touchdown pass as they begin here first and 10. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. You look at this Cowboy defense.
And they've shown the ability to play tough against the pass, currently ranked number 9 in the NFL.
And the easy thought process is that stopping the run is the least of their problems because they're facing the number 1 passing team in the NFL. But if they don't stop the run as well, then that just opens up the passing game even more. They've got to do both.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after the last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on 3rd. He was defended by now we get another look at Washington on offense. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out first and 10.
Here we go, set.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Over the middle, brought in by Dotson. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. They'll look to throw now on first down. That's complete to the tight end, Everett. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Now a timeout called for by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And this is incomplete. Very lucky to get that one back. That nearly picked. It's second down now. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Again, he'll drop to throw. That's caught at the 25. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Now a timeout called for by the offense. Now a play fake here on first down. Touchdown! Michael Pittman, a 24-yard touchdown. And the Commanders have taken a 13-0 first quarter lead. Well executed there offensively. Defense looked a little confused, but he found his receiver, and that one good for 6 points.
And the payoff we just saw there tells us how many times they ran this play in practice over the past few weeks, because they executed that flawlessly right here on game day when the situation arose. Out is their quarterback with this offense to take over once more. He had the touchdown pass on the last drive, his second of this first half, as he'll try again on first down here. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
And this is going to be a Commander's first down as he's able to take this up to the 30-yard line. Straight ahead, it's Robinson. And this is going to be a Commander's first down as he'll get this up to about the 42.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43. 2nd and 9. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. He completes this one to Terry McLaurin. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 29-yard line. Out of the gun, they give to Robinson. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. They'll run again here with Robinson. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. That gain of 15 gets him on the doorstep, 1st and goal. They'll run with Robinson. And he's in. Touchdown, Commanders. Brian Robinson Jr., his 3rd rushing touchdown of the year. And the Commanders take a 3-touchdown lead. Some good running there at the end of the drive. He had the burst that set up the 1st and goal, and then one play later, he's in the end zone.
Brandon, what I liked about that sequence is, I'm not sure who made the play call, but they understood the situation, understood.
Here again comes the captain of this offense, leading his crew back out there now. And he's been good. 2 first-half touchdown passes, no interceptions so far.
Does a lot for your confidence, does a great deal for your team, gives them a lead, and they're feeling really good about how they're playing. I think he expects to throw at least another one.
I was going to say, now he wants the first-half hat trick, doesn't he?
Oh, without it.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Look at the big fella go. Touchdown, Washington. Gerald Everett with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Commanders will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Boy, Charles, this offense is just so explosive. They lead the league in scoring, and another example of just how good they are right there on that play.
Yeah, we often overstate about how explosive teams are, but this team is truly a threat to score on every snap, especially on the first few plays of any series. And a big
He's number 1 in the league in touchdown passes, just threw number 20 on that last drive. And they start here with a first down. Second half begins with a run by Robinson. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
60 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
They've got the lead early here in the third quarter, and runs like that are how they establish that lead in the first half.
I love the fact that you're using the word lead because they are leading from the front, pounding on the defense right now with the running game, and truly establishing themselves here in the second half.
Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
Robinson on a give right side.
And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down. They'll drop to throw.
He'll get this one to Pittman.
And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a third here, and it's good for a first. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw.
That is caught. Michael Pittman with it.
Touchdown, Washington.
Michael Pittman
with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year, as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further.
Boy, he has been fun to watch throwing the football in this one. It's certainly not fun for that defense, though, Charles. Now up to 4 touchdown passes in this ball game.
Yeah, we're supposed to be neutral, but I'm feeling their pain right now because he has absolutely carved up this secondary. A clinic on how...
So here is Washington now to take over.
They're on a 3-game winning streak, and right now looking good in this one as well. They start on the ground with Robinson here. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Back to throw here. This to McLaurin out on the left side. They'll wind up getting just a yard out of it. And that brings up 3rd and a full 10 yards.
Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Here he is, the man taking the snaps under center, heading out for the next possession. He has been on his A game. We're in the third quarter. He's already in search of touchdown pass number 5.
He's played so well that it's hard for me to take my eyes off of him, even when he's not on the field. I keep finding my eyes finding him on the bench in between series, wondering what he's going to do next. This has been a blast to watch him play the position.
Yeah, he's been spectacular with his 4 touchdown passes.
In the third quarter here in D.C., a 2nd and 10 upcoming.
Looking to throw. He'll buy some time right. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
That is Nick Bosa from out on the edge who worked his way in for the sack. Now 3rd down and very long.
They'll look to throw here.
Now he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson.
And the Cowboys are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. Well, to be blunt, not a whole lot has gone right for this defense in this ball game, but that's something right there. He had the interception on the previous drive that led to a touchdown. This game...
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. First down, 18-yard gain. He'll look to throw. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. Now a timeout called for by the offense. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Now, meanwhile, a final play here is incomplete, and that's going to take us to the end of the third quarter of play. So both teams trade touchdowns, and the third as we're through 3 quarters of play. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And now here's a deep shot that's complete. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 15-yard line. Back to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Well, they're up comfortably here, Charles, but that lead certainly not dissuading them from pressing the envelope late. I mean, if anything, with these passes, it's like they're getting more aggressive to try to drive the ball downfield.
And that will certainly lend itself to some post-game questions for that coach, and maybe you and I should attend that press conference to see what he has to say, because someone's going to ask him why he continued to push it. My guess, he didn't like how some of the snaps were run earlier, and he wanted to use...
He's got it. Touchdown, Commanders. Gerald Everett from 3 yards out. And the Commanders are going to be moving to 4-0 as they extend their lead. And you wonder now if he might be able to remove the helmet, put on the baseball cap, and watch the rest of this one from the sideline. His 5th touchdown pass of the game.
Say that again. Did you say 5th touchdown pass of the game?
Yes, sir.
But that's a heck of a performance, isn't it? Because they've had no answer for him at all game long. Receivers...
Another drive coming up for this Washington offense. And it would seem as if their 3-game winning streak is about to go to 4, but still a little work to do as they start 1st and 10. And a good physical run that time. He's going to wind up gaining 5 on that one. Good gain there on 1st down. It keeps him in a running situation probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively. Robinson will try to pick it up. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. 94 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Again, it's Robinson. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. At the 16-yard line. Now a give, right side. Clark, there's the stiff arm. He's down inside the 10 to the 8, and it comes on a gain of 8.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
Now the Commanders' offense set to take over. They begin the drive with Robinson. And now time will be called here as Washington has an injured player down on the field. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. That one looks like he'll throw here. He's got a man complete. And he's
going to get it down to the 14-yard line. Big yardage that time for Washington. 53 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone.
Robinson up the middle.
And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9.
Now Washington going to go ahead and use their final timeout.
And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
And the Commanders are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. But Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the...
It's Madden NFL 24 on EA Sports, and this one features Gerald Everett. He just crossed the century mark last week with 101 yards. It's the Commanders and the Hawks next on EA Sports.
With Mount Rainier in the distance, there are few cities finer on a clear afternoon than this one, and we have a picture-perfect day for football at Lumen Field in Seattle. Today, we've got a Week 5 matchup in store here, as it'll be the Washington Commanders taking on the Seattle Seahawks.
With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you look at this Seahawks team as they get ready here. They come in losers of 2 straight, so they're trying to right the ship here a little bit.
They're teetering a little bit, aren't they? And now things could really go south.
Here are the Commanders for their first drive of the game.
And they'll be led out by their third-year quarterback.
And he's been playing at an elite level here in this early half of the season. Tops in the league in touchdown passes at this point. This is definitely a wide-open offense, and we'll see if he can keep his string of good games going right here.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive.
And this intercepted on the first play of the game.
Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line.
Wow, just one snap in, partner, and the complexion of this game is over.
He's hoping for better luck here on drive number 2. Of course, the first drive, he threw the interception. That led to a touchdown. Now starting again here, 1st and 10.
Eluding the pressure right. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds.
The numbers for McLaurin a week ago.
5 catches, 112 yards.
And how about the first month that he's had? Leads the league in receiving, making all the big catches, and becoming a bona fide number 1.
They've got his man complete. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A big pickup of 38. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. That's going to be caught. Touchdown. Terry McLaurin, his 6th touchdown of the season.
And the Commanders are an extra point away now from tying this ball game.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
Their quarterback in this offense heading back out to the field. He had the interception on the opening drive, but bounced back to throw a touchdown last time out. And he'll look to build on that as they start 1st and 10.
Let's go.
They're going to look to throw. That's caught by his tight end, Gerald Everett. And they're able to get this one across the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. On play action, they'll throw. Out left, he's got it to Everett. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. Now a timeout called for by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. The throw to the middle, taken in. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Now a timeout called for by the offense. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to...
And this is taken in for a Washington touchdown. Michael Pittman
from 19 yards away.
And the Commanders are an extra point away from evening this one up. Week after week, Charles, when we see this offense operate, I don't know, they just seem to get more impressive.
They certainly do, and let's face it, it's no surprise they're the best in the NFL in scoring. This team designs things well and executes even better. And here, it only takes a few snaps before they're in the end zone. That's how they do more.
Their quarterback leading this offense back out. He's thrown touchdown passes on his last 2 drives as he begins here, 1st and 10.
Back to throw now in his own end zone. A little short pass. This is Everett. And that's good for a gain of 6, and that'll make it 2nd down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw.
Out to the right and complete to Pittman.
And able to get it across the 20 before they get to him. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a 1st down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw.
And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun.
And looking for McClure.
Now he's hit on the return. It's a loose football. So they escape, so to speak,
And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of the football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble.
trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw.
He'll find a man over the middle. It's Pittman.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
Yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. He'll look to throw. He completes this one to Terry McLaurin. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. They're unable to connect, but a late flag comes in. And the contact may have come too early.
So the pass incomplete in the end zone, but the flag comes out for interference.
And now you're set up right on the doorstep of the goal line. 1 yard.
And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Taking it in from a yard out.
And the Commanders are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half.
These two teams in this first half, it's been fun. Back and forth.
Already had the 2 touchdown passes with the last drive. He ran one in, so now 3 total touchdowns for him here as they start this drive. 1st and 10.
And one, and they bring him down. Uchenna and Wosu got the sack there. They'll look to throw. Flushed out right. They'll find Everett there, complete. And shutting him off now open field. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 36 yards on the play. The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. Now back to throw.
And that nearly trouble, but it's incomplete. The rookie had it and lost it. And it'll be 2nd down.
Back to throw here.
Oh, and that is incomplete.
But when the running game's not working, sometimes you just got to take a few more chances down the field. That's a good effort, but it winds up incomplete.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. They'll look to throw again. And it's caught.
Touchdown, Washington. Jahan Dotson
From 19 yards away.
And the Commanders are an extra point away from drawing level. So a strong drive here to lead off this 3rd quarter. That has them an extra point away from tying things up. He threw his league-leading 25th touchdown pass on that last drive. He'll look to add to that total here with a 1st down.
Here we go, shot. Hey, check that, street.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. His throw incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make 2nd down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
As this old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Out comes this field general once more, leading his offense back onto the field. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down.
Looking for Dotson, and he's got him.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. Now a timeout called for by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And that one incomplete. They try to sneak in a deep blow with the clock running down. Back now in Seattle, Washington. So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since. A play action fake. They'll look to throw. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year.
And the Commanders strike quickly to take the lead here in the 4th.
Might be seeing that one on the highlight shows tonight. The home run ball here in the 4th quarter to take the lead.
There's nothing like being aggressive, preaching that to your team, and then following through. All the way through. Go ahead and throw one more up there. Why not?
Been a great game, and we are not done yet.
So here is Washington now to take over. They're working on a 4-game winning streak, and they lead this one as well right now as they start 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Sheds off the tackle, and they work this well upfield across the 45. Now we're going to get a timeout here as it looks like there's a Seahawk injured on the play. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had a window to push that ball downfield, but as soon as he released the throw, the corner was there to slam that window shut.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. That's complete to the tight end, Everett. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 39. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Coming across the field, he finds Dotson. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Back to throw again. This pass complete to McLaurin going across the middle. Touchdown! Terry McLaurin, a 24-yard touchdown. And the Commanders add on to their lead, and they are also closing in on a 5th straight victory. Now that's certainly an important touchdown there and makes this a 2-score game.
But as we've seen, no lead is safe in this one with the way these two offenses have lit up the scoreboard. I would imagine that on their sidelines, they're both yelling at
Washington ready to try again on offense. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all of their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservative.
And now off to the races down the right side. Now we get a stoppage because, as you can see, a member of the Commanders in some obvious discomfort. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Out left, he's got it to Everett. Touchdown, Washington. Gerald Everett, a 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Commanders are well on their way to a 5-0 start as they extend their lead.
Well, we know someone just added to his touchdown passing total, but all he did was get the ball out quickly to his tight end and let him take care of business the rest of the way.
A look at Washington as they come onto the field. Well, they can thank their defense for another stop, and now look at the score, where they've got the football. They're looking pretty good.
They're looking excellent because now you're thinking to yourself, let's just take some time off the clock, work it down, and of course, you put another touchdown on the board, you can pretty much say bye-bye to this one.
Play calling here can be a little bit more conservative because of the lead.
A little bit more conservative. The biggest thing, everyone understands how to get the ball downfield and how to stay in bounds and make sure the clock keeps running.
Now a 2nd and 2. Robinson with another carry. And he stopped immediately there. And now defensively they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And this defense here going to burn their 2nd timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. Brian Robinson Jr. with his 4th rushing touchdown of the year. And the Commanders have pretty well put it away here in the 4th quarter. Well, wherever he is on the field, he is certainly slippery with the football in his hands, and he proved it right there.
And normally moves like that aren't supposed to work this deep in the red zone because there's not enough space. Normally way more effective when you're working out in the open field. But here, incredible shiftiness, excellent contact.
comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here.
And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
We've got to have two hands on the football here as they run on first down.
Now the Seahawks forced to use their third and final timeout as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game.
Another run on second down, trying to cover up.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college, and how about in the NFL? The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
Well, this was a fun one today if you like points. A lot of them went on the board. Both offenses were clicking. Charles, these defenses, meanwhile, have a little something to clean up before their next contest.
Yeah, neither end zone had a stop sign in it, did they? I mean, for both sides, visit it, and with frequency. Not fun to be a defensive player, but on the offensive side of the ball, those guys had a blast. One team came with